Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Fintelligent Investor channel. I'm CA Pratiksha Pai. Warm wishes of the new year 2025. This year, we endeavor to give you straightforward and educative videos on personal finance to reach our vision of financial literacy being made available to all. I was thinking, what video can we do for the New Year day which can be interesting enough? Then I thought, let's talk about the investing avenues which are a bit confusing on the surface but simple when you dig deeper into the concepts. Our generation in our younger days had one big confusion. Most of us could not differentiate between Ravina Tandon and Tina Khanna. But of course, now we can differentiate. Today, we will talk about two investing avenues which seem similar on the surface but have a whole lot of differences within them. We will be talking about what are real estate mutual funds and what are REITs and what is the difference between these two, even if it seems to be the same. Of course, over the course of next week, I will also give a complete video each on real estate mutual funds and REITs separately. But today, let us discuss the main agenda of the difference between these two. So let's begin. If you feel that my talking speed is slow, you can watch on faster speed. The relevant timestamps are also given in the comments. So let's dive in. The whole conversation of real estate mutual funds and REITs becomes important majorly for reasons like you can invest in real estate in an online form at a fraction of a cost which is required to invest in physical real estate and the high liquidity which the online options offer. To avoid any long videos or any confusion, our today's agenda is very simple. We will attempt to just understand what is the meaning of REITs, what is the meaning of real estate mutual funds, and what is the difference between real estate mutual funds and REITs. A real estate investment trust, that is REIT, is a trust, corporation, or association which invests directly in income producing real estate like commercial real estate, hotels, apartments, and other real estate properties. The main focus of REIT is to own and manage real estate properties to build wealth. REITs are obligated to pay out regular dividends and can be traded like stocks. On the other hand, a real estate mutual fund is a type of a sectoral mutual fund which invests in stocks of public companies which are related to real estate properties. So, real estate funds primarily invest in REITs and stocks related to real estate. These funds can be managed either actively or passively. By passively managed, I mean to say it may track the composition of benchmark indices and generate similar returns. Whereas actively managed means a fund manager can manage it actively and make adjustments as per market conditions to surpass the benchmark returns. Now that we saw the core meanings, for you to understand which is a better investment option for you, let us dig deeper. While selecting an investment avenue, you should make a decision based on what are your financial goals. Are they short term or long term? How much investable funds do you possess right now? Are you at a stage of life wherein you can lock your money in an investment avenue and keep it there for a considerable amount of time to see the growth? What is your risk appetite and what is the liquidity you are looking for? Coming to real estate mutual funds and REITs now, there are many similarities in real estate mutual funds and REITs. Both have high liquidity, with REITs being traded on stock exchanges and real estate mutual funds which can be redeemed with fund houses. In this regard, both in these investment vehicles provide an upper edge as compared to traditional physical real estate, wherein once you invest, the investment is locked for years together. Then, both REITs as well as real estate mutual funds have high transparency and provide regular disclosures, with the real estate mutual funds also providing regular updates and disclosures on NAV. And now, coming to the differences. Firstly, of course, as per definition, REITs are companies or trusts that own, operate, or finance income generating real estate. On the other hand, real estate mutual funds invest in stocks of companies involved in real estate, and they also invest in REITs. Secondly, to know of the investment type, REITs have a direct investment in real estate properties or mortgages, whereas in real estate mutual funds, the investment in real estate is indirect, which means the investment in real estate is through equity shares of real estate companies. Coming to how these avenues are managed. REITs are managed by professional real estate managers, whereas real estate mutual funds are managed by fund managers who have expertise in real estate sector stocks. So, in REITs, you get the benefit of real estate managers' expertise, whereas in real estate mutual funds, there is a benefit of availing expertise of the fund manager, and in turn, also that of a real estate manager when a real estate mutual fund invests in REIT. Having said this, when there is a professional involvement of experts like real estate managers and fund managers, of course, there are some costs involved. Before going ahead, let me request you, if you feel our videos are knowledgeable, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you get timely notifications of our future videos as well, which we will articulate in a very simple and easy language. Now, let us come to how much you need to invest in these avenues. What sort of income sources does each of these avenues create, and are there any dividends? Let us understand what is the lower end of the investments or the minimum investments needed to enter REITs and real estate mutual funds. Now, see, both these avenues allow an exposure to real estate within your personal finance portfolio without putting a burden of a hefty investment amount or a lengthy lock in period. You can subscribe for REITs as low as a range of rupees 10,000 to rupees 15,000, and trading lot can be as low as 1 unit. Real estate mutual funds, though, can be further cheaper, going for as low as 5,000 rupees for investing in the fund. Now, once you invest in these avenues, you would like to understand what kind of income is generated by REITs and real estate mutual funds. REITs, being trusts or corporates investing in income generating real estates, generate rental income from properties as well as offer the benefit of capital appreciation from the invested properties. Real estate mutual funds, on the other hand, help in availing dividends earned from the real estate companies as well as the benefit of capital appreciation from the invested properties. If you are clear till here, comment the word real estate so that I will know that our language in the video has been easy enough for our audience to understand and about what we are trying to deliver. Now, once these avenues have earned incomes, let us understand how these earned incomes are passed on to you as an investor in these investment avenues. REITs are obligated to pay 90% of their taxable income as dividends to their investors. So it is ensured that whatever is the taxable income earned by these trusts, investors stand to get 90% of it. And it is not an option for the trust to hold back such income for reinvestment or other purposes, and it mandatorily goes to the investors. However, in real estate mutual funds, the dividend payouts depend on the fund's policy and performance, and there is no obligatory specified payout for the investors. Now, once you have earned from an investment, needless to say, taxes will follow. So will it be even in the incomes earned from REITs and real estate mutual funds. As far as REITs are concerned, the dividends earned are taxed as per slab rates, and the capital gains arising on redemption are subject to long term or short term capital gains tax based on your period of staying invested. In real estate mutual funds, however, the dividends earned on holdings as well as capital gains earned on redemption are taxed as per the mutual fund rules. When I say that REITs have an obligation to pay out 90% of the taxable income as dividends, definitely this means some regulations are in place. Yes, as far as the regulations are concerned, REITs are governed by SEBI regulations which are specifically for REITs. On the other hand, real estate mutual funds are governed by SEBI regulation for mutual funds. And lastly, we will discuss the final two important aspects you need to know when you make an investment. What diversification does this investment offer to your portfolio, and what is the risk involved in this investment? With REITs, your investment is diversified across various properties, across various locations, whereas in real estate mutual funds, your money is diversified across various real estate company stocks and REITs. When it comes to talking of the risks involved, both REITs as well as real estate mutual funds come with moderate risk tied to the real estate sector. However, the real estate mutual funds may also be categorized in high risk categories in certain cases, as it is also tied to the stock market performance. If you want any mutual fund related consultancy, of course, we at the Fintelligent Investor have a team of experts who can assess your requirements and guide you in a proper way. Our email ID is given in the description. You can email us if you require a team of experts to assess your case. I hope this video was educative and useful to you and will help you make a better and more informed decision while investing in either REITs or real estate mutual funds or both. Please like the video if you felt that the content in the video was useful and helpful, as well as share it with your friends and family to spread the financial literacy. We will continue to come up with more such educative videos in personal finance. Till then, stay subscribed, stay connected. Thank you.